Good evening, everyone. I am Abiola by name, and it's an honor to be your moderator. Thank you for joining. Thank you for staying tuned, and then thank you for being part of this session today. And today we'll be talking about the emerging trends in the global music business content development. And today is for content creators, for content strategists, YouTubers, and it's also for social managers. So in every line you are in the music industry, today is for you as a creator. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being available. And I hope you are fully ready for today. Yes, I hope you are fully prepared and you have your pen and paper to take some of the things our guest will be sharing with us today. Our guest is here with us. So anything, our guest is available. Thank you so much for. I would like to inform us why the session is going on, and if you have any question, kindly drop in the chat. And once it's time for question and answer, we'll do justice to that. So if you are a content creator here, if you are a YouTuber or content strategist, I would like you to signify in the chat, knowing that today is for you and every other thing has been talked about, and you know if you know that today is for you. I would love to see your excitement. I would love to see how excited you are about today's section. Yes, you're welcome. T Smart, thank you for being here today. Thank you for staying consistent. Faith Alfred, thank you for being here. And to everybody that is here, thank you for being a wonderful person. And thank you for being so amazing. Yes, so this Matt is saying he is a social media manager and a content creator. Wow, it's so glad. It's amazing having you here. Thank you for being here. You're welcome. So I would like to see other comments. I would like to know where you are joining from. Yes, I'm still waiting for you before we bring in our guest. All right, Adebayo is saying, seeing password live. I know we are going to be for an insightful section. Yes, that's it. Is there and it's going to be wonderful. Me, too, I'm excited right now, and I know a lot of things will be said. I'll be learning a lot of things today. So without wasting much of our time, our guest is here for us, and let me just say one or two things about him. Adebayo Ibrahim, popularly known as Password, is an Ibadan Nigerian-based YouTuber, content creator, and social media influencer. He has created content for over 100 brands, including Golden Penny and Jaga Emstar and Tension Rave with Bella Shooter. Password is also the director of Password TV, a YouTube channel that has over 15,000 followers and over 2 million views. Beyond his skills in content creation and his widespread influence on a social media influencer, Password is passionate about community and is currently the community leader of Ibadan YouTubers community, a community of YouTubers, content creators, and social media influencers based in the city of Ibadan, Nigeria. Join me. Join me as I welcome Password. Thank you for being here. Over to you.
All right, good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. I'm happy to be here. My name is Ibrahim Adebayo, popularly known as Password. I'm a content creator, YouTuber based in the city of Ibadan, and I'm very glad and happy to be here this afternoon. Thank you so much for the invite. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir. Over to you, sir.
All right, so first and foremost, the topic for today is um, digital, is emerging trends in music development and content, emerging trends in global music development, in music business content development. So first and foremost, I'd like us to talk about the future of music and digital content. So in music development, there's a lot of globalization and technological innovation that is currently happening, and part of them is content strategy, which are used to shape the future of music development. Now, there are a lot of rise of digital platforms that are used to enhance music distribution. Part of them are the music streaming services. I'm talking about Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, and others. Also, all of these things have impact on music artists digitally through their distribution, impact on their audience, their data-driven insights, because now artists can now know where they are being listened to, where they are being enjoyed more, who is listening to them, maybe it's the male audience or the female audience, the demography and all of that. They now have more insight than before. And also, we now have other content platforms that are being used to distribute their songs and also used to enjoy their songs. I'm talking about content platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and all other social media platforms used to facilitate their music discovery. Because a lot of us discover some new music through Instagram, TikTok, and other social media platforms. And also, I want to also talk about globalization and cross-cultural influence. I'm talking about the music diversity, how different cultures blend into one another. Sometimes different music genre, they blend into one another through collaboration, and this is helped by digitalization of music. And also, I want us to talk about how content influence and trend takes music to another global scale. The way music blends elements from different regions to different genres, and also how all of these things appeal to a global fan base. Now, I also want us to talk about how music production has also gone global, how we can now use AI, the use of AI generation in music. We can now use AI to generate musical beats, and all of these things were not possible before. It's also part of globalization and content and music development. Also, I also like to talk about how we can now use AI to study the algorithm of music to predict and also to connect more with the music fan base, to be able to understand how the music business is going, especially for the artist, especially for the producer, the promoter, and generally the music businessman. Now we can also use A- AI, virtual instruments, and other production tools. Before the adaptation of technology into music business, you have to set up a full studio, hire music band, get a full band with the drum set, the piano, and all of that. But all of that is not so necessary now. With virtual instruments and production tools, you can now get software and virtual instruments to democratize music content creation. And also for content development, we can now use AR experiences with music. We can now do virtual concerts, interactive music videos. All of this is possible by technological advancement in music development. Now, let's now talk about content of let us now talk about the role of content creators and influencers in music business. Social media influencers now drive music trends online. A lot of people get to know new music through social media trends, through social media influencers when they dance to the song, when they promote the song, and also user-generated content creators too, when they react to a song or they use the music in their user-generated content and remix or drive a new trend using the music. That is one of the roles of content creators and influencers. And also um let's also not forget the fact that a lot of fans are not just consumers. They are also active participants in content creation and viral music movement, because now when fans they enjoy music, now then they know say, omo, now waiting my celebrity influencer they do, now I also want to do. So they're also part of the active distribution of music. Also, let's talk about monetization strategies and music content development. Streaming music royalties, and merchandising, live streaming, and all of these things. The way people now make money online is now digitized. People can now get their royalties online. They can now see how much is being made on their through their music. They can see the dashboard digitally. Unlike before, where you have to sell CDs and have to go to exactly you have to go to Idumota. It is the amount the distributor tells you that they made, that is how much you have to accept. There's no way for you to actually checkmate them or check how much they made. But now, with the advent of technology, you can now check how much what is being made through your music business. You can see how many streams you made on Apple Music. You can see how many streams you made on Spotify. You can see how many views you got on YouTube and how much that translates. The numbers are there, and these numbers can be translated into financial records. Everything is now digitized. This gives artists and creators more liberty and more access into their financial wealth. Now, another way technology advancement has also helped the music content businesses, brand partnerships and sponsorships. Before now, you need to know somebody to know somebody to know somebody before you can access some brands and also get sponsorships. All of that is long gone. Now you can just send an email and have your digital platforms, have your digital footprint out there. And when people see whatever you've been doing, it's actually easier to access you through the DM, through your email, through a phone number, and all of that. All of this is easier through the advent of social media and technology. And also merchandising and live streaming. See now on TikTok, a lot of artists or creators are now making money through live streaming. A lot of people also get a chance to connect with their fans and their followers through live streaming. Through merchandising, a lot of artists, a lot of creators have also been able to make a lot of money by selling their branded wares, their merchandise. It could be a mug, it could be a face cap, wristbands, tote bags, flask, a lot of things to make money from online through merchandising. Also, let's talk about social media community building. A lot of artists have been able to build direct artist fan reaction through Instagram, through platforms like Instagram, Twitter, and Patreon. Build personal connections, they can build community through these platforms. And now let's talk about the future of music and content development. Music and content development is now going through to is projected that in the nearest future we can now have access to music through the metaverse and virtual reality. And this is because of the emergence of immersive music experiences. Also, there's AI driven personalization. AI is able to do a lot of things. AI can create music for you. All you need to do is just to tell them the genre or the tempo bit by bit per minute that you want them to do for you. AI can do a lot of things for you. AI can write lyrics for you. Just set the mood, the tone, and how you want it to go. And a lot of things is being done through the artificial intelligence now. So also, by the emergence of blockchain and NFTs, the role of NFTs and blockchain in creating transparent music rights management now is a whole lot, because now people can now generate new revenue streams. You can mint a new coin in your name. You can mint a new crypto coin and say, okay, this is your own meme coin and all of that. A lot of things is happening in the music business now. New ways to generate more revenue and all of that. So my key takeaways to round up this session before we move to the questions and answers session is music business in, and their role with technology. The number one takeaway is global connectivities, because now digital platforms now allow artists and content creators to reach a global audience even more than ever before. Number two, content creation now makes us realize that it is more of collaboration than competition. Artists, fans, their influencers, and also technology, they are merging everybody together to let us realize that it's not a one person job. Only you cannot do it alone. You have to also connect with your fans, you have to connect with influencers, you have to connect with, there are a lot of people that needs to come together to make it happen. It is not a one-man business. Also, diversification of monetization. Artists need to also diversify their income stream. You can make money from YouTube, at the same time make money from Spotify, make money from Twitter, make money from Apple Music, money from YouTube. A lot of ways to make money, rather than just getting performance payments, rather than just getting money from your record label deals and all of that. All right. So on a, for my final thoughts and conclusion before we round up the session, I would like to say the future of music business is no longer just about the song. It is also about the experience, the community, and also the technology that surrounds it. Thank you so much for having me on this session. I'm sorry it's so brief. It's because I could I would prefer if we do more of question and answers. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much, Password, for your time. Thank you for sharing the insights with us.
I
Thank you
appreciate
so
you.
much. So, from the things you've talked about, at least
Mm.
you were able to talk about you make an introduction to music and the content world. You talked about the roles of content creators and influencers. You talked about the information of technology, and you talked about the future of music and thereabout. So I was able to gain one or two things from that, and I'm so sure our audience too were able to gain some things you talked about. Thank you for that. And to our audience, if you have any question for our guest, kindly drop in the chat. So I would like to ask, I would like to ask our guest that can you please tell us what's the role of storytelling play in music content development, and how can artists use it effectively?
All right, thank you so much. So the first thing about storytelling is storytelling has a lot of ways to connect with their audience, with a particular fan, especially the audience. Let me say this now. A lot of music that is trending now have connection with the fans and the listeners because it is relatable, because it makes the artist feel like, yes, I've been in this shoe before. So, in terms of storytelling, when an artist tells a story through their songs, the first thing that happens is that song is has a chance to be evergreen because it's going to be relatable for a long time. Number two is that music, depending on the storytelling, it has a chance to also appeal to a new set of fan base, a new set of audience, to bring them and convert them into the fan base of the artist. Now, storytelling has a way of um, drawing drawing emotions from people. For example, if someone makes a sad song, a heartbreak song, and drops it, for someone who's currently going through a heartbreak, the person can likely relate, and the person will say, Omo, this artist, oh, is my favorite artist of the year. But someone who does not has not been heartbroken might likely not relate. They might likely just dance to the music because the song is very jiggy and has a very good beat and all of that. For example, there was this music we listened to in the 90s, late 90s. Upon realization about a year ago, they did some translation of the music lyrics, and we realized that that song was actually deeper than it was. But some of us just vibe to the music because we enjoyed the music, the tempo and the vibe, and we just sang along. We did not even understood the lyrics because it was in another language. However, on a storytelling level, we now understood it well, we now appreciated it more, we now loved it more. So storytelling, what storytelling does to music, it makes you connect to it on a deeper level. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that.
You're welcome.
So okay, so thank you so much for that. So my next question would it's still based on general question on in the industry. So I'd like to ask, how can African music professionals position themselves for global recognition through content marketing?
How
Should I
can
come again?
Yes, how can African music professionals position themselves
Music
for global.
professionals, yes,
How can they position themselves for?
recognition,
How can they
for
position?
global recognition
All
through
right. So
content
thank you.
marketing.
Through content marketing. So there are a lot of ways to go around it. The first thing to do is through networking. African music professionals, they really need to go out more, network with others, collaborate. It's not a one-man business. Okay. It's not a one-man business. It's not a business that only one person can achieve. It's a game that we all need one another. They need to go out more. When there's an event about music business, about music content creation, about music, if any music awards, attend, introduce yourself, talk to other people in your field, ask them how you can assist them, find a way to assist them, and also you also get assistance, and that way we all get to assist one another. Now, for the global positioning, when we take care of home, that is when the global market says, there are some people that are doing very good things in Nigeria, in West Africa, in Africa. A lot of people have very great potentials, but the light has not been able to shine on them because people are not seeing them yet. And the reason is because a lot of their potentials are unable to be seen by the global market. Now, if people are able to come together and synchronize with one another, they're able to achieve their dreams and their goals faster. So my first thing is they should go out more, network with one another, come together, because collaboration over competition, trust me, it goes a very long way. So for positioning for the global market, a lot of us, we have ideas, we have this, but first and foremost, let's all come together and and unite as one. The more collaboration we have, the better position we have in the global market. Thank you. All right, thank you so much, T Smart. Thank you so much, T Smart. I can see your comment. Thank you. Hello.
Yes, I'm
Yeah,
here.
back.
I'm here. So sorry about that. Yes, I'm back. Can you hear me, please?
100%. I can hear you. I can't hear you now.
Okay, I don't know if you answered this question from T-Smart. He said, what is then the role of a content strategist in this kind of relatable flow of trends?
All right. So, content strategy. I've not answered the question. Can I answer it now? Hello, can you hear me? Hello?
Please,
Hello, can you hear me?
can you hear me
Hello?
now?
I can hear you now. It seems your network is breaking.
Yes,
Can
hello.
you can you hear me
I'm
clearly?
here.
Okay, good. Welcome back.
Yes, yes, it is. Yes.
So, T Smart Media is asking, what is the role of content strategies in this kind of relatable flow of trends? Am I am I allowed to answer the question now?
Yes,
Hello?
yes. You can go ahead.
All right. So, content strategy in this flow of trends is a wide aspect, because content strategy content marketing, and other aspects of the content business. They all work hand in hand. Now, for content strategy, I think part of what they do is A&R, strategizing how to ensure that content gets to the consumers. Now, the role of content strategist is to ensure that this content, first and foremost, is built for the consumers. Understanding consumer or having consumer knowledge is the first role of the content strategy. Understanding consumer appetite. What do they want in the market? What are their needs? What is the latest trends? So when you understand what they need, you're able to produce what they want. So you don't just create content or create music, and at the end of the day, you now start marketing the wrong content to a particular audience. So the first thing is to understand what they want and understanding the audience. So when you understand the audience and you create the perfect content for them, then that understanding of the audience is able to now say, okay, this audience, they are more active on TikTok. This is what they really, really want. Let us give it to them. There are some audience that all you need to do is just do giveaway for them. And trust me, they will enjoy. Some people, some of them just want a challenge. Just do challenge and tell them to use the music and away it's play. So there are a lot of ways to handle content strategy. It's not a one-way enter market. The first thing is understanding the audience. The more you understand the audience, the more you are able to feed them what they really, really want. And from there, you're able to activate. I hope I've answered your question. Okay, content strategist and
Yes, you
social.
have. And this smart, I hope guess. Please continue.
So no, it was one that continued the question. It said content strategist and social media manager. So it's all the same. As a media manager, for example, handling a website or a social media of a company or an artist, you need to understand the audience of whoever you are representing. And the more you understand the audience, the more you're able to create relatable content and ideas that will resonate with them. Because you cannot be creating content for a Fuji music artist and you are creating content of you cannot be creating content for a Fuji music artist, then you are making it feel like it is a reggae artist you are creating music for. So you need to connect with the fans, you need to connect with the audience, you need to synchronize and connect with them on a bigger platform. You need to make them realize that yes, this is made solely for you. That is exactly what I'm saying. Thank you so much. I think we have another question from Mr. Adebayo Adegbite.
Yes, it is. It said from a content strategic perspective,
Mm,
do you think a content creator should pitch themselves to an artist or music organization? And if your answer is yes, what strategies do you advise such a person
Quite such
use?
questions. All right, thank you so much. So there's no harm in trying to expand your frontier and chase new directions. It is always good and better for ourselves to chase new dreams and new aspirations. So if there's an artist or musical organization you love to work with and you know that you have potentials to make them achieve their dreams and goals, definitely yes, go for it. However, one of the things I will advise is before you can pitch to a music organization, the the more the more the more robust your CV is, the better for you. Let me break this down. If a big music organization in Lagos want to hire a music or content strategist for one of their artists, for someone who has not managed an artist before, so for someone who is just a newbie in the business, you are going to have a tough time. So what I'm saying is, before you start to want to pitch yourself, before you start to want to um, push yourself to um, tell, before you start telling them that okay, this is what I've done, this is what I've done, this is what I've done, you can start by managing a smaller artist, you know, doing big things in a small way. That way, it's easier for you to actually now put all of this in your CV. Say, okay, from 2010 to 2012, I've worked with so artist, and we took his music from so to so. From this year to this year, I worked with so artists and worked with so person. That way, it's more relatable that okay, this guy has experience. He's not just starting with us from scratch. That way, people are able to say, okay, you are part of the team that did this for this artist. Yes, I did. I work with Project Fame. I've worked with Big Brother Ninja. I've did this. I've done that. It makes people want to trust you more. It makes people want to work with you. It makes people want to validate their proposals. You want to validate your proposals and say, yes, I think this is the right person for us. Find an emerging artist, someone you believe so much in. There are a lot of them around you. Find an organization, intern with them, tell them your dreams and aspirations and how you can also help them achieve their own goals. That is also important. And the more you do all of this, you use it to build your CV. And the more robust your CV is, the more you're able to gain your ground in the emerging markets. I hope I've answered your question, Mr. Adebayo Adegbite.
So to Mr. Adebayo Adebute, hope our speaker has answered your question. So before you go, Mr. Adebayo, please, I would like to ask in the aspect of monetization.
Mhm.
So you talked about the monetization aspect. So I'd like to know, how do music professionals balance authenticity with the need to create commercially successful content?
Okay, how can they balance authenticity with the need to create commercially successful content while
Yes.
trying to monetize it? Yeah.
Yes.
So, so first and foremost, uh, originality makes you stand out in anything you do. Even if you're a hairdresser, if you're a barber, whatever you do, originality makes you stand out. In music business, a lot of people have realized now that music is now being recycled. Music done in the 70s, music done in the 80s, music done in the 90s is now being recycled in one way or another. They just change the tempo, they just change this, they just change that. Like I said the other time, understanding the fan base is the sole, sole business of the music executives and everybody working with the artist. Now, you asked about how not to how to be original while trying to build commercial success. Originality is originality cannot be bought. It's either you are original or you are not. Now, if you're original, this is what originality does for you. Originality makes people trust you more. Originality makes people love you. Originality makes you stand out. Now, if you are standing out as an original creator, trust me, you are going to be outstanding. There's no two way about it. Now, for commercial success, what originality does is it makes people understand that yes, this guy is there. Now, if you sample someone's music, let me give you an instance. When Olamide sampled Wasiu on Omane Fowoshe, he was still original on that track. Even when he used a bit of Wasiu music, it was still original. Now, originality does not mean you cannot tap into other people's commercial success or you cannot use other people's idea. No, that does not mean no because you use someone's idea then it means you are not original. No, you can remix someone else's idea. In fact, you can take from artist A, artist B, artist C, artist D, and mix everything together into your own idea. Yes, you are still original. What you should not do is being a full-time copycat. There's something happened about 3 4 days ago where Portable, the artist, used a sample of King Said Oshupa's song in his music, and it got flagged for copyright. There's a way you can use someone's music and you'll be original with it. So originality makes you stand out. Originality promises commercial success and global success. So There are a lot of ways to go around this. Trust me. I hope I've answered your question anyway. But if I've not, okay. If I've not, I would like to say this that
Yes, yes, you are.
okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
No, you can go ahead. Go ahead with what you want to say.
Exactly.
We are
So
all interested. We
what
want
I
to hear.
wanted to say is originality makes you stand out amongst your peers, and it makes you it gives you leverage, makes you go far. Originality cannot be copied; it can just be borrowed. It can just be borrowed. And wherever you are, as an original content creator, as an original music artist, trust me, people will know you for who you are. Thank you.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that. So, lastly, before we go, I would like to ask this: what advice would you give to someone looking to start a music-focused content, a music-focused content platform like Password TV?
All right. Thank you so much. So, first and foremost, for anyone looking to start a music focused platform, you need two things, or you need two people in your life, or let me break it down. You need two sets of people in your life. Number one is a role model. Yeah, you need a role model. Number two, you need your mentors. Now, for the role models are people who you look up to. You look up to them. You might not be able to see them physically. You might just be able to follow them on social media. You might just be able to read their books. Role models, you need them. People who have done what you're about to do in a very big way. You're able to follow their footsteps, you're able to read their books, you're able to see what they've done, how they're able to do it. Those are your role models. You need them. Write down a list of people that you follow religiously on social media, your role models. Those people, you need them. Those are the first set of people. The second set of people you also need are mentors. Mentors are people who hold your hand and you're able to ask them questions. You have physical access to them. You can enter their DMs. They can respond to you anytime you need anything. Mentors are people who have listening ears for all your questions. These are people you're able to ask questions whenever you have burning answers. You're able to tell them what happened and how you can navigate through your journey and all of that. When you have these two people, you're able to actually navigate your music focused business. Very important. I hope I've answered your question.
Thank you so much, Password. Thank you for your time. Thank you for sharing those impactful insights with us. And I'm so sure our audience were able to gain one or two things. I myself, I was able to gain a lot of things. In the aspect of originality, it's and authenticity. It is versatile. It is important in whatsoever you want to do. Thank you for your time, and I hope when next we call you, you'll be available.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for inviting me. Really enjoyed myself, and also I'm very glad and thankful for you all for listening to me. Thank you so much for your questions, Mr.
Thank you so
Adebayo.
much.
Thank you so much, Mr. T Smart. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you for inviting me. The Ckrowd Music Industry Academy. Thank you so much. I sincerely appreciate you all, and I hope to be on this platform again in the nearest future. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So, and to our audience, if you have any question for Password or you would like to know one or two things or things he does, you can follow him on his handle, Password TV, as it's being displayed on the screen. Follow him, learn from him, and everything he does. Thank you so much for your time. So before we go, I would like to appreciate our sponsor for making today's possible. Thank you for your time. Thank you for making today a success. And to s- sponsor, I talk about one app. I know each time I come here, I talk about one app, and I would love you to visit one app to know more about them. If you have any questions or you want to know what one app really do, or what, yes, so you can do well to visit them. One app dot online. And also to our audience, thank you for staying tuned till now. So for next week, as we've always said, we have an exciting session every week. So for next week, we have monetizing music journalism. That is new opportunities in digital media. And this will be coming up on the 26th of March. Yes, on the 26th of March. And I would love you to be there. Come and learn more, learn about media, learn about journalism or the journalists, what they do, and how things are expected to be done in the music industry. And also, we'll be talking about on the 29th, which is on Friday, we'll be talking about how AI is changing audience engagement in the global music industry. How AI is changing audience engagement in the global music industry. That is opportunities for African music industry professionals. Every time we come here, our guests, they talk about AI, we ask questions on AI, and now that AI is here, so we need to know the changes AI does in the music industry, and this will be talked about. And also, if you have more questions or if you want to know the upcoming events, you want to know the updates concerning Crowd, you can visit crowd.com, and you can also visit our website. You can also visit our WhatsApp channel. So yes, our WhatsApp channel is right here in the chat. So you can click on it if you want to know more about the forthcoming events or anything that has to do with Crowd. You can visit us on our WhatsApp channel as well. On our WhatsApp channel, as I've said, we get informations, you get updates concerning the upcoming events and opportunities around Crowd. So also, our physical mixer will be coming up soon. It will be coming up next week, like we announced last month. So we had the physical mixer last month, and it will be coming up for the month of March. So be expectant, and we'll keep you informed as it goes. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you for being an amazing audience, and I remain your host, Abiola. So till I come your way again next week. So keep learning and keep going, keep implementing. Stay blessed. Yes, so stay blessed. Bye for now.
Thank you.